Hi guys, it's Yannicka. I can't believe I have opened this YouTube channel about almost over a year ago now, and I'm just so happy. I want to give a shout out to all the people that stumble upon my YouTube channel ever since and have been following me ever since. I really feel like it's just an amazing journey for me so far, even though my followers are not that many. But then I hope to grow more and more later on, because I started from 0 to like 50 subscribers, and then 50 to 100, 100 to 200. So I really just want to say thank you for you all to continue to watch my movie channel. So I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get down to business. Today I'm going to spill the beans about the top 10 movies that I picked for 2018. And I do want to know, what is your favorite top 10 films of 2018? A lot of movies are really good, and I really just feel like there's a lot of independent films or even subculture films such as Annihilation and also Can You Ever Forgive Me, Nicolas Cage Mandy, that are very worth watching. So that's why I really want to start it from an independent film that I really feel like it's my number 10 movie of this year. Number 10, Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds, I reviewed this movie back in March, and I really loved this film because the performance between Anya Taylor-Joy and also Olivia Cooke really left a very chilling feeling for me when I walked out of the theater, because it is the chess play between two teenage girls, and also their conversation is so interesting. The dialogues are really great and somewhat very dark and deep, but thoughtful at the same time. And this is actually the director Corey Finley's first feature film ever, and the strong music score and also the sophistication of cinematography and also even the production set, I really feel like this is not like a film from a first-time director. Number 9 is actually BlacKkKlansman. Spike Lee's film is always very legendary because he always uses movie as a medium to talk about racial inequality or even racism. It's a true story, based on a true story during the 1970s, where this black police officer from Colorado Springs is the first black police officer ever, and he was trying to infiltrate the KKK by pretending he is the white man. And it's very humorous, and in a very dark way. There's like dark humor, but it also have a lot of good social commentary and also contrast about what happens about 30 years ago to what is happening right now in America as well. Number 8, Aquaman. So this is basically the DC film that the DC universe needs right now. And I know a lot of people might agree to me, or a lot of people might not agree to me, because it can really divide a fan. It is such an over-the-top movie. It's so flashy. It's so crazy. I really feel like James Wan, how he directed the fight scenes are amazing. I really feel like it was really good, and this movie is just basically make me feel like I've seen Lord of the Rings, National Treasure, Jurassic World, Stranger Things, and adventure movies, because it's all the elements that cram together. There's action, there's comedy, there's horror, a little bit of horror, which is very interesting to see, and I really like that, and I had so much fun. It is entertaining, and I just basically relax and see all the crazy stuff that happened in front of me, and I had a lot of fun. I actually went to a movie to watch this movie twice because it's so amazing to watch it in IMAX, and everybody did really great, and Jason Momoa is the perfect person to be Aquaman. Number 7, A Star Is Born. Starring Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, this movie is one of the most talked film during 2018. Lady Gaga, my forever queen, is just basically did so well in this movie that her pouring of emotion in the songs and also in her acting really carrying me through all out the film. So I really want to give this film a shout out because I feel like it's just such a big career breakthrough for both Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, because both of them did a pretty good job. Like Bradley Cooper, I honestly feel like his directing is a little bit better than his acting in this film, because Lady Gaga really just kind of overpower him a little because she is just amazing in this film. And I'm really glad that people get to see Lady Gaga, that she is just multi-talent, and she's not the weird person that you thought that she is, because she always liked to act. And then I really feel like this is basically her artwork that really made her shine through, and also made her even more well known to the general audience, not just for the little monsters like me anymore. Like, people really genuinely love her for acting, and also even singing in this film. And number 6 is Searching. So this is one of the most creative storytelling that I've seen this year. This is about this dad that found out his daughter was missing for a few days, and he just went on a full-on detailed search to try to figure out where his daughter is by looking over her social imprint on social media and also technology like the computer, laptop. Is there anything that he can find as evidence to figure out where his daughter is? And I think it is very creative because it's basically everything happens on the screen. So when everything happens on the screen, it uses different kind of communication mediums such as the TV, such as streaming services, phone, laptop, computer. And I think really one of the most important thing for me is this is actually the perfect Asian representation film for me. Like, even though I love Crazy Rich Asian, and Crazy Rich Asian has a lot of hype during the year, and I really like it as well. But Searching, it really focused on this family, this Asian family that went through hard time, and I feel like it was a perfect Asian representation, because I think for me, like, Asian representation and also even like representation in film or even TV shows is when the characters are different races but was put it in there naturally, not because the movie need an Asian character, or the movie need a black character, or the movie need a minority character. Like, it doesn't feel that way in the Searching. And number 5, Ready Player One. I realized when I was making my top 10, I realized that I really like world building films. For me, like, this film really is about all the Easter eggs, and also the fun of like getting the level right, and also getting the little clues that the owner of the oasis is trying to leave traces for the people in the world to find out the key, where the key of oasis is. And I really feel like I had so much fun throughout the film where, I'm trying to figure out what does that riddle mean. And I think it was really cool to go through that, and so the Easter egg. And it's also very cool to see different kind of gaming characters and even movie characters that just basically all in this film. It was a movie that really tributes to all entertainment and also all the film, TV, and all these characters are in the film that is really, really fun to watch. Number 4, First Man. Denis Chazelle really did an amazing job for the cinematography. It's more of a drama film, like talk about Neil Armstrong and how he became the first man that went on the moon. And it's basically a very internal struggle film that I felt for it. And I really feel like it was an amazing executing film that I was a little bit sad that it didn't really do well in the theater, but it was amazing. The sound design was amazing. Everything about this film is very top notch. Of course, this is not Ryan Gosling's best film ever, but I really feel like it was Claire Floyd that really did an amazing job as being the housewife and also the mother. I feel like everybody should watch. Of course, it's more slow burn, but if you get into the mood and you're ready to see this film, this is a wonderful film to watch, to really experience the personal experience of how astronauts go into the space. So number 3 is Green Book. Green Book is basically one of my favorite films this year, so that's why it's my top 3, because of how amazing their performance is between Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali, that I keep recommending my friends to go watch it, because the dialogues and also the tension between these two people that eventually became friends, and it was such a feel-good movie that I smiled throughout the whole film, and there's some really heartwarming stuff that really plays into this storyline as well, because it is based on a true story about how famous musician Don Shirley, where he needs a bodyguard and also a driver to drive him to go perform deep into the South. When I say South, it's basically like Mississippi or even Kentucky, that there will be a lot of racial tension between the artist and also people that he met on the street. So it was a very feel-good movie, but at the same time, it really compares and contrasts with how much America has improved, but then we still have a long way to go in this society. So if you like these kind of comedy, drama, and like feel-good movie, Green Book is definitely for you. Number 2 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is it basically knocked out all the animation film that I've seen this year. I'm sorry, Incredibles 2 and also Wreck-It Ralph 2, even though I love both of the films as well, but I really feel like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has really won my heart for me, because it's just amazing to see this comic book style that works so well on the movie screen. It really made me feel like Spider-Man became original again, because I feel like I've seen so many different Spider-Man, from like Spider-Man in the 2000s, and then there's Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, and then there's another Spider-Man that got rebooted. This film is really, really amazing. People need to go watch this and realize this is the kind of animation that I want to see. This is the kind of animation that we should make more, not just for children anymore. So number 1, A Quiet Place, directed by John Krasinski, who I knew him since The Office, and it really is a breakthrough for his career to not only direct this amazing film with crazy amount of stress level and crazy amount of great acting, because basically there are almost no dialogues. It's just all about the body language and also the physical communication between family that has to live quietly in this timeline, and also this this apocalypse society where they're trying to figure it out how to live through this whole thing little by little, every day by day. But the film itself, I really want to say, why is it my number 1 film? Because from the start to the end is just so crazy. Everything is so intense, but there's barely any sound. And I think that's what's amazing about this film, that its tension building is one of the best tension building that I've ever seen. The attention to detail was amazing. The tension building was amazing. Great actors and actresses. There's no stupid decision, because usually horror film and mystery film has stupid decisions that were made by people. But in this film, everybody, at least they try their best to make very good decision, and I really feel like everything makes sense. That's it. That's my top 10 movies of 2018. Just like I said in the beginning, don't forget to comment below and let me know about your top 10 films of 2018. So thank you guys for watching, and just like I said, thank you so much for supporting me throughout this whole year of me opening the channel. I really appreciate it. Bye bye.